Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Hello, hello. While we wait for some people to join us, I would just like to say thank you everyone who is subscribing to the YouTube channel. That really helps me out a lot. It lets me know that you like these lessons and that you want to see more. So if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you could like this video, share it with someone. And if you want, you can go over and like the Facebook page as well. Okay, so hello everyone. Oh, my throat is a little bit dry, but we're gonna get into the lesson. Okay, so yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I did a lesson over on Facebook, a live lesson, and one of my very good students had a question about who or whom. So I wanted to do that lesson for you guys today because it is very confusing, isn't it? Who or whom, right? So we're going to go over the rules, when to use who, when to use whom, okay? And we are also going to talk a little bit about if we need to use whom, okay? So I'm gonna share with you. I hope you guys can see it. Hold on one second. All right, I hope you guys can see that. So who versus whom? Okay, let's get into it. So first, let's talk about, oops, yes, there we go. Okay, who, when to use who, okay? So who refers to the subject of a sentence, the subject. So we can use this trick, right? If you can replace the word, so the word who, with he or she, use who. So if you can replace the word with he or she, use who. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples, right? Who drove the car? Who drove the car? So we can answer the sentence by saying he drove the car. So if we can use he, that means we should use who, okay? Who made dinner? Who made dinner? So we could say she made dinner. She made dinner. So who would be correct? All right. You wouldn't want to say whom drove the car, whom made dinner. That is incorrect, okay? So if you can replace it with he or she, use who. It's very simple, right? Okay, let's look at whom. Whom is a little bit tricky for some people, okay? Whom. Whom refers to the object of a verb or preposition, okay? Use this trick. We have a trick. Use this trick. If you can replace the word with him or her, so usually the object, right? Him or her, use whom, okay? So let's look at the examples. Whom do you respect? Whom do you respect? I respect her. Okay, so we could use her. We wouldn't say I respect she, right? I respect her. So we're going to use whom. To whom were you speaking? To whom were you speaking? I was speaking to him. Him. We could say him here. So we're going to use whom. Okay, so if you can replace it with he or she, use who. If you can replace it with him or her, use whom. Okay, so let's try some questions. Okay, we have 5 questions. So put your answers in the comments. All right, let's do it together. Okay, very good, you guys. Awesome. So I'll check your answers. Let's try number 1. Number 1. Okay. To was the letter addressed? To was the letter addressed? To who was the letter addressed, or to whom was the letter addressed? So if you can, leave your answer. Let's see. Oh, good job, good job, good job. Awesome. Okay. So if we replace this word, okay, if we replace it, we could say the letter was addressed to her. The letter was addressed to him. So, oops. How can I do this? Oh, where is my, it's not working. How can I show you the answer? Oh, no. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, there we go. Okay. Sometimes the thing is very slow. So the answer would be, to whom was the letter addressed? To whom was the letter addressed? Okay, did everybody get it? Good job. Let's try number 2. Somebody wrote this letter. So you're asking a question. Who wrote this letter, or whom wrote this letter? Leave your answer. Let's see if you can get it right. Okay. So if we change it, if we replace the word, we could say, he wrote this letter, or she wrote this letter. Okay? So if we use he or she, it's going to be, oh, let's give it a second. I don't know why this is so slow. What the heck? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, I'm having difficulty with this thing today. Okay. So we would write, who wrote this letter? Who wrote this letter? Okay. Let's try number 3. To blah, 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 it may concern. To it may concern. To who it may concern, or to whom it may concern. Write your answer in the comments. You might have already seen it because my slides went a little bit fast. Okay. To it may concern. All right. So we're going to check. To whom it may concern is correct. To whom it may concern. So it concerns him. It concerns her. It concerns me, right? To whom it may concern. Okay. Number 4. For who, for whom was this purchased? For who, for whom was this purchased? Okay, leave your answer in the comments. Good job, everybody. Okay. For was this purchased? Okay, let's check the answer. Did you write your answer? I see a bunch of correct answers. Very good. For whom was this purchased? So it was purchased for him. It was purchased for her. For whom was this purchased? All right. Okay. Last one, number 5. Who knows, or whom knows? Which one do you think is correct? Okay, I'll give you just a few seconds. Type your answer, type your answer. Who knows, or whom knows? Okay, final answer is who. Who knows? She knows. He knows. So who knows? Okay, does everyone understand when to use who and whom now? Okay, now that you understand how to use it, we're going to look at some notes, okay? So I have these notes, right? So when speaking, especially in American English, whom is rarely used these days. Generally, people don't talk very grammatically correct in American English. It sounds too stiff, too formal. So when we are just talking, whom is rarely used, okay? You will see whom in formal writing. In formal writing, whom is more commonly used. So when you're writing like like a report, or maybe you have to write a very important business email, you might use whom, okay? Many native speakers often forget to use whom. So a lot of people think that whom is becoming obsolete. So a lot of people think maybe in a few generations, we will no longer use whom, okay? So if you use whom correctly, don't worry. That is totally fine. Especially if you're writing, especially for taking a test, whom may appear. However, don't get confused if when you're speaking with a native speaker, they don't use whom, they use who. So it's just become more common. I rarely use whom when I'm just speaking with my friends. So when I do these lessons also, I want you to learn practical English. And sometimes when we say whom, it sounds, even though it's correct, it sounds a bit unnatural. I'll give you some examples in a second, but just know that who is more common these days, okay? Even though it's grammatically incorrect, okay? So this expression, this phrase, to whom it may concern, to whom it may concern. This is a common use of whom that native speakers will commonly use. Common use, commonly used. I don't know why I wrote it like that, but so when native speakers write an email or a letter to whom it may concern, this has become just kind of a kind of greeting, or just an expression that everyone uses, everyone knows, to whom it may concern. So this is a correct use of the word whom. However, when native speakers have to think, oh, when do we use whom? We often don't use it, right? A lot of people, a lot of native speakers, I think especially younger people, don't know when to use whom, okay? So just so you guys know. Here I gave some examples. So for example, grammatically correct would be, whom do you like? Whom do you like? So if you're with your friend and like your friend you think likes a boy, oh, whom do you like? That sounds too correct, too formal. I don't think anyone will talk this way. So instead we would say, who do you like? Who do you like? Who do you like? Right? So I like him. I like her. So if we use him and her, usually we're supposed to use whom. However, nowadays, who do you like? I like him. I like her. Okay? This is another good example. To whom are you speaking? To whom are you speaking? This is grammatically correct. This is probably super correct. However, I don't think anyone will talk like this. All right? So generally when we speak, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Not to whom are you speaking? Who are you talking to? Who are you speaking to? That is more natural, right? That is just, without thinking, that's what we're gonna say. Okay, so I'm talking to him. I'm talking to her. I'm speaking to him. I'm speaking to her. So him and her, we should use whom. However, not really the case these days. We're going to say, who are you talking to? So in that respect, a lot of people think that whom is on its way out. A lot of people think that we will eventually stop using whom. But it's important to know, especially if you want to sound very formal in writing, And if you are taking a test, it might appear whom or who. You might need to know the difference, how to use them. But just know that if you use who all the time, nobody is going to say, you know, that's not right, that sounds strange. It sounds very natural. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna stop sharing this. Okay, so I hope you guys liked this lesson. Let me know if you use whom or if you only use who. It's kind of interesting, right? We're seeing language evolve, okay? So yeah, that was it for today's lesson. If you could subscribe, like this video, share it with someone, and yes, I will check your comments, okay? So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new lesson. All right, thank you everyone, take care, bye-bye.